welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Mock Draft Monday rendition 9.0 of the 2026 offseason. I'm super excited. We got new quotes from Josh Harris, Dan Quinn, Adam Peters, and I'm just excited to talk to the caucus. I appreciate you guys spending your Monday night, your Monday evening with us over here at Bleeding BNG. And if you're new to this Mock Draft Monday thing, this is where we come collaborate. We come discuss all the possibilities and the options for the Washington Commanders leading up to the draft. That's a little less than a month. We are a little less than a month away from the 2026 NFL draft. And we're going to be doing these Mock Draft Mondays every Monday leading up to the actual draft. So we only got a few more of these left. I done wore a suit on the stream. Shout out to Black Adam, because I do call myself Black Adam, no Rocky. I done wore a suit on the stream. I'm looking for another side mission to do. I done bought another suit to go ahead and wear on the stream if we get to our goal of 10 super chats. But before I get too deep into the stream, go ahead and smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, hype this video. Go ahead, join the channel. You can join the channel by hitting the link at the bottom of the video. And if you feel so ever kindly to send a super chat, you will get the rightful attention that you deserve. You're going to jump the line, and you're going to be a part of our Commander Caucus. Like I said, I'm looking for my Lance Newmark. So go ahead, hit the super chat. And if you only want to send a regular chat, make sure that y'all flood the chat, because as I always say, this is a stream there. It's made by me, but it's ran by you. I don't come in here with a script. I don't come in here with anything prepared to say. I'm just ready to draft the best possible football players to make my 2026 Washington Commanders the best possible football team that they can be. And if you guys are new to Mock Draft Monday over here at Bleeding BNG, we're going to do two different mock drafts, a best player available version and a trade back version, because I'm a firm believer that the Commanders can attack this draft many which ways, those being the two most obvious paths to attack this draft, because I think that they can be beneficiaries of not only blue chip talent, because I think we're lacking there, but they can also be the beneficiary of acquiring a lot of draft capital to acquire substantial depth. I think I even mentioned on my Twitter, if y'all not following me on Twitter, I don't know what you're doing, at Bleeding BNG. I think I even put out there on Twitter yesterday. What did I say on Twitter yesterday? I said, where we go? I think I put out there on Twitter yesterday. I said, I think I'm in favor. As we get closer and closer to the draft, guys, and I get more and more into these prospects, pause, that sounded a little crazy. But as we get closer, I'm leaning trade back. I'm leaning trade back a lot more than I thought I would, because y'all know I've been a best player available guy. I've preached how much we are lacking the blue chip talent, just like Real Deal DK123 told me in my reply when I said, as I get deeper into the draft, like, I'm liking the middle of this draft a lot more than I thought. I'm liking some receivers a lot more than I thought. I'm liking some off-ball linebackers a lot more than I thought. Because y'all know we really know ball over here at Bleeding BNG. We're not going to lie to y'all and tell y'all that we know this Carnell Tate as a freshman against, Will Johnson and Mikey Samberstill, like some of these content creators will do. But boy, have we had a week over here at Bleeding BNG. We have had a week over there at Bleeding BNG. We done went viral a couple of times. I got people flaming my Carnell Tate route tape, which I still stand on. I don't give a fuck who can comment on it. Motherfucking Jerry Rice can comment on that bitch. I still wholeheartedly stand on what I believe, that y'all don't understand how hyperbolic y'all have talked about Carnell Tate as a prospect, where y'all make him seem like he's the best route runner ever. Shit, he said it in his pro day press conference when he said that, shit, I come in and be the best route runner in the league. Yeah, shitting me, bro. And while the rep I replied to that, do I need to go ahead and pull it up? Do I need to go ahead? I've been trying to avoid it. That shit made my phone freeze on Wednesday. Brett Coleman, like, everybody and their mother. I made the trending page. Like, we had a week. Me and Jeremy Reeves had a nice little discourse that fans wanted to tell me that I chickened out on. I don't understand how I chickened out. I told that man that he wasn't what he said he was, live and in the flesh. But it is what it is, You know, it ain't gonna be a bleeding BNG tweet if ain't nobody gonna find shots to take at it. Damn. Oh, hold on. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is that? Where is that? They was flaming my Carnell Tate tweet, bro. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This shit went triple platinum. This shit went triple platinum, bro. Like, and I still stand on it. While it wasn't a horrible route, I'm expecting Teach Tate from Carnell Tate every time. I am. The way that y'all talk about him as a prospect. Getting into the chat, though. Shout out my guy, Master Andrew. What's up, gang? I appreciate you spending your Monday evening, your Monday night with us over here at Bleeding BNG. Master, can you do a 1 through 7 draft predicting what other teams are going to pick? I'm actually going to do that, a video of that. I'm actually going to do a video of that, not to bury the lead, but Master Andrew, get out my head, bro. Get out my head, bro. I'm actually going to do a video of that, of what I think the actual top. I was going to do top 10, but we can limit it to 7 to see what prospects will be available to us at 7 for the Washington Commanders, or where I think the draft is actually, or what I think is actually going to play out in the draft come April. So get out my head. Out here doing pre-production for me. I appreciate it, though, but I actually plan on doing a video of that. My man Georgie, Porgy, Putty Pie. Uh-oh, the glasses are on. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Black Adam is in the building, but I'm feeling a little sophisticated today. So I just had a headache. These lights bright as shit today. I had to make sure my vision was a little too blurry. Be fucking up the chat, fucking up what y'all putting in the chat. But the glasses are on, so you know I'm locked in. You know I'm locked in. What's good, Shot by Sean? How you, gang? I appreciate you spending your Monday evening, your Monday night with us over here at Bleeding BNG. Who do you want Washington to get the most and least at 7? Who do I want Washington to get the most at 7, realistically? Probably Sonny Styles. Jeremiah Love might be a close second. Least Carnell Tate, Mekhi Lemon, one of those guys. I don't even think Mekhi Lemon's a possibility to be drafted at 7. I think he's kind of not necessarily tanked his draft stock where I think he's going to fall out the first round. But if we can remember, like January before the combine, Mekhi Lemon was talked of as a potential top 10-ish pick. I don't know if he's going to be that. Now, do you trade back and get Mekhi Lemon? Because I do think, while I don't necessarily have him above Carnell Tate in my wide receiver big board rankings, my personal ones, I do think that Mekhi Lemon is a solid fit for what a David Blau offense can do. I actually think that my belief in what he'll fit into this offense I let supersede my opinion of him as an overall prospect, because when I went back and watched a little more of him, like the concerns against press are real. I don't know if I want to spend a top 7 pick on exclusive slot wide receiver, because everybody throws out that Amon-Ra St. Brown comp, but Amon-Ra wins on the outside, not too often, but he has the capability of doing it. Not saying that Mekhi Lemon can't, but I do question some of his capabilities against press man in the league. Because we seen it with Jahan Dotson, and I'm not comparing them as prospects. Jahan Dotson had a solid rookie year. I think he had like 700 yards and 7 touchdowns. That's a hell of a rookie year for a receiver, right? Jahan Dotson had a hell of a rookie year. NFL defensive head coaches went back and watched the film and realized that he couldn't handle physicality. So what did they do in that 2023 season? They pressed the fucking shit out of him. And we were the first ones over here, Bleeding BNG, telling y'all that he was getting pressed out on the sideline, because we would boost on the ground at what was FedEx Field at the time, witnessing that shit firsthand, POV. Like we was on the casting couch. And we was the first ones to tell y'all that. And Jahan Dotson's career ain't done nothing but take a fucking downward spiral since. So we see what teams and the league starts to do when they figure that you can't deal with physicality on the boundaries. And I don't know if I want to spend a top 7 pick on that. I mean, I like Mekhi Lemon as a prospect. I think he'll be a good move guy. I actually love what he does off the ball. I love what he does in the middle of the field. I actually saw a number yesterday when I was looking over the analytics. Like, I've gotten really sick in this draft season because the shit has felt like so long, because we've been in fucking draft season since October. I think I've looked into every piece of analytic, every piece of data that I can. Like it's crazy. So yesterday I came across a stat that said that Mekhi Lemon had a 3.5 yards per route run against zone coverage, which is amazing. Which is simply amazing. Like that number just jumps off the page, if I'm being 100% honest with you. And one of the reasons why I do like the fit of Mekhi Lemon is because when Jayden Daniels does have capable weapons, a capable repertoire of, pass catching arsenals and a capable guy in the backfield, which he didn't have a lot last year. Shit, he didn't play a lot last year. You would be teams are going to be foolish. Now, I know they did it in a couple of games that he did play when they start putting 8 up in the box because we had fucking plumbers and Chris Moore out there at wide receiver. Chris Moore is the plumber and custodians. We had them out there at wide receiver. So, of course, you're going to play man coverage there because you don't trust them fucking jag-ass guys to be NFL caliber cornerbacks, right? But outside of that, if you pair Jayden Daniels with capable weapons, NFL teams will be fucking foolish to run man-to-man defense against Jayden Daniels and turn their back to him. We saw what they did. We saw what that looked like at the beginning of his rookie year. And we saw that last year a lot of teams adjusted and didn't run a lot of it. So if you're getting a lot of zone coverage, a guy like Mekhi Lemon and a 3.5 yard per route run, that shows that he understands the nuances of coverage. He's able to identify coverages and sit in soft spots and zones and attack up the field once he receives the balls as a yards after the catch type guy as well. Out of the top 3 guys, I think Mekhi Lemon is easily the best one after the catch. He might, out of the top 3 guys, though, he might be the worst one before the catch. I don't know. I don't know. That comes with a lot of nuance. Because I think when you're like discussing route running, I think Carnell Tate, out of the top 3, Tyson Tate and Lemon, I think Carnell Tate is the best deep route runner. I give him that. I think Mekhi Lemon is the best intermediate route runner. And one of the reasons why I'm so in on Jordan Tyson is I think he's the best sudden separator. I think he's the best short route runner. Jordan Tyson running whip routes at 6'2", like he 5'10". That's what has me so locked in on Jordan Tyson as wide receiver 1, amongst other things. Why so many people on Twitter coming at you about Tate versus Tyson, man? Because they sheep, bro. They sheep. And it's popular to have Carnell Tate as wide receiver 1. So when I say that, it's a lot of like NFL draft pundit, fake ass wide receiver gurus that can't be objective. So I don't know how you really a wide receiver guru when you got bias. That's neither here or there. But they listen to a lot of them that have been regurgitating the Carnell Tate wide receiver 1 since college football, like since the season, right? But if we could go back to August, Jordan Tyson was wide receiver 1 then, and I fully believe outside of injury, he hasn't done anything to knock him off that throne. And they're mad that I keep saying it, and they hate that I'm a little brash, George. They hate that I'm a little brash, George. Do you worry about Sonny Styles kind of arm tackling and always allowing guys a foot? No, I'm not worried about it. Is it a concern? Not really. It's something you take note of. But the nigga's 6'5", bro. Like, he's 6'5". Because guess what? With all them arm tackles, he still only missed 1 tackle last year. And that shit came in the last quarter of the last game of the season. You can't argue with the numbers. So, yeah, they do fall forward. And how many, like, 4th and 1, 3rd and 1 scenarios are we going to have? Shit, if we going up against the tush push that many fucking times, Sonny Styles can have the most perfect form tackling. That shit not going to stop that. And how many other games do you think that you're going to be running third or going against 3rd and 1, 4th and 1? He's 6'5". A lot of ball carriers, when they have contact, are going to be lower than him. It just is what it is. You got to give with it. That's why I don't believe that he's just a traditional off-ball linebacker. I think he can be special there because I think he has the capability of playing big nickel in a pinch. Not saying that you want to put him there all game. This nigga just played safety last year. That's why he's outside of Arvell Reese, who's not realistic. Number 2 on my big board. Been there. Go watch the post-combine top 5. POV, like we on the cast. Yeah, man. That boy Jahan Johnson looked like he was on the casting couch the way they was. Let me not even do him like that. Y'all say I hate all the players. I had niggas in Jeremy Reeves mentions like cucks. Look at what he's saying about you. Oh, I was really about to go out. I was really about to go out bad. I was. It was so many people, like, I guess y'all get, like, I know what it is. Some people get a kick out of, and I hate to make me sound like this because I'm just a fan like y'all. But my Twitter, we know my Twitter moves, makes a little traction. Like I told Jeremy Reeves, like, it's a reason why I keep coming across your page, bro. Like retweets, likes, like it's bound to happen on my tweets, right? So I get that y'all gotta respond and engage in discourse to fish for interaction and you know get off your, you know, where you are right now. I understand it. We ain't gotta disagree with everything, bro. We ain't gotta disagree with everything. So I'm about to just start blocking y'all. We don't have to disagree with everything. And like George said, I don't know why so many people. It's so many takes that I had that I feel like I gotta back every day. Like, nah, nigga, I know enough sports for you not to be disagreeing with 100% of my takes. You gotta do some self-evaluation at that point. I'm not batting 1,000%. Nobody is. I'm never always right, but we ain't gotta always disagree, bro. But before we get into the draft, there was one quote outside of what Josh Harris said about the stadium, what Dan Quinn said about the roster. I said Jeremiah Lane. Who the fuck is Jeremiah Lane? That I wanted to pull up from John Keim. John Keim actually paraphrased it, but he said Adam Peters had mentioned that. God damn, where is it at? So at the owners meeting in Arizona, Adam Peters said that he would take a running back at 7, but added that they found Jacory Crosby-Merritt in the 7th round. And I don't know if this is me, you know, looking with my third eye. I do have the glasses on today. Y'all go ahead, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, flood the comment section, flood the chat. Chat looking a little dead. I ain't lying. Chat looking a little dead. Go ahead, hit the super chat if you feel so kindly. But what I think Adam Peters meant by this with this quote that John Keim posted on Twitter is that, like, Adam Peters was talking this shit. That was Big Adam talking right there, not AP. That was Big Adam. And what he was saying was that, yeah, it's proof in the pudding. Like, I can find a running back anywhere. I did it last year with Jacory Crosby-Merritt. But the fact that he said he would take a running back at 7, I think that says, or he is acknowledging that if a running back is the best player on the board, which is a great possibility that Jeremiah Love is, he will take him. No matter what the fuck he found him with Bill as a 7th round draft pick, as a gem of a 7th round draft pick. Y'all know we are big Jacory Crosby-Merritt fans over here. But that ain't going to stop him from taking the best play in the draft if he feels like that's the best play in the draft. Now, does he believe that Jeremiah Love is the best play in the draft? I guess that's for us to see if Jeremiah Love does fall to 7. But I don't think that closes the door on potentially drafting Jeremiah Love by any means. My man Dex 1K763. I said something hilarious, I guess. Y'all go ahead and flood the chat. But we about to start mock drafting. Go ahead and use PFSN 7-round mock draft. I'm not asking y'all today because y'all dead as hell. We're going to go best player available first, and then we're going to go to trade back. Washington Commanders, fast. I'm actually liking PFS, a big board. But we'll stay with PFSN. All everything PFSN. Don't forget to hit the chat. Let me know what you feel about the picks. Let me know if we taking any trade offers. We're not taking any right now during the best player available. But let me know who you feel like the pick should be at the time. Let's get into it. All right, top 7 picks. Go Mendoza. Ooh, take already off the board. So we're doing best player available. So we're going to ignore all these offers, but we can look and see what offers might be potentially there the next time we go around. The Chargers are offering pick 22 and pick 55 for 2027 second rounder and the 2027 third rounder. I would be intrigued by that because the 2027 draft is looking like some 1984 NBA draft type shit, like 2003 NBA draft type shit. So the more bites you get at the apple at that talent pool, I would be interested in, but not tonight or not right now because we're going best player available. Cincinnati's offering pick 10 and pick 41 for pick 7 and 71. Depends on who's on the board. Right now, Ruben Bain is on the board, Caleb Downs, Jordan Tyson. I would probably accept that one as well, but not right now. Ooh, Detroit is offering pick 17, pick 50, and a set. Ooh, that's probably the best one. If I'm being 100% honest, because this one you got to give up pick 71 and move that to 7. But we'll entertain that on the trade back version. Shot by Sean. Are we here, Sean? 22 is too far back. McLaurin, Ayuk, Lemon could be a fire trio. What you think? I think that could be a solid trio. I still got to see what Brandon Ayuk looks like when he comes back. I'm not going to etch anything regarding Brandon Ayuk in stone until I see 2 feet on the grass. Now, that Bengals one I would do. So y'all would rather take 10 and 41 but give up 71. So you giving up 7 and 71 for 10 and 41 instead of this one? You only giving up 7 to get 17, 50, and a 2027 second? I think that's the best package. Pause. That shit sounded crazy. I think that's the best. I think that's the best trade package. 5 needs weapon. I need offense, even if it's a reach. My Jackson going crack their head if we don't get his man weapons. We add some offense, in my opinion. We got second to it as the best outside of 5. Talk about it. Talk about it. And, you know, you come to Bleeding B&G for the most raw, uncut, and unfiltered analysis, right? And I've been trying to not bring it up because y'all swear I'm a Terry McLaurin hater, even though I got an autographed Terry McLaurin jersey that I'm about to put up just to show y'all, like, nah, that's my nigga. But I'm a realist at the end of the day. I think more and more fans are starting to come to the realization, like, that Terry McLaurin ain't the top 5 elite wide receiver that they were making him out to be during contract talks. Still a damn good wide receiver. Never said he wasn't. And also, he's getting older. So you need to not only compliment him with current weapons right now in the moment, but I think more and more fans are also realizing that he might not be here after this season. And that's one of the reasons why I caused the pause on Carnell Tate. Because right now, as a prospect, I don't see Carnell Tate topping out as more than a wide receiver 2 in the NFL. And he might be a high-end wide receiver 2, absolutely. Not saying that he would. He might be the best wide receiver 2 in the entire league, right? But say you have Carnell Tate, you draft Carnell Tate this year, and Terry McLaurin leaves, right? And you don't do anything else in the wide receiver position between drafting Carnell Tate and next year's offseason. You're going to go into next year's offseason talking about how much you need an X wide receiver, in my opinion. In my opinion. So why not get that guy now? The only one that I believe is available or will be available is Jordan Tyson, whether that be a trade back or at 7. And then you can start letting Terry age out gracefully as a wide receiver 2. Because I don't think in any scenario Terry McLaurin is going to be a wide receiver 2 to Carnell Tate during their rookie seasons. I think there might be a scenario where that is the case with Jordan Tyson, in my opinion. No, that was crazy. Yeah, nice package was insane. You know what I was talking about, though, Marv. I appreciate you hitting the chat, supporting the stream. That's the best offer, but do you really want to go back for it? Depends on who on the board, George. Because like T. Rose 2024 said, yeah, Jordan Tyson is working out April 17th. And who knows what he is going to do. I agree 100%. But if Jordan Tyson, if I know, like if I got the medicals on Jordan Tyson, right, and I believe in him, but I know he's going to fall. If I have a belief and a firm belief, a solid intuition that Jordan Tyson is going to be available at 17, I would make that trade. I would. Because I think that's a blue chip talent that you're capable of getting at 17. We have no bench strength at all. I like Tyson, but in the trade back, can't do 7 as of today. I don't disagree. But guess what? What if he liked that pro day on fire? Can you do 7 as of April 18th? Because the pro day is on April 17th. From my perspective, we are gonna miss out on Love or Downs at 7 to move back. I want my consolation prize to be Mansour Delane. Okay, and I like the idea of acquiring Mansour Delane as well. I do it. I do. But I think the best year, the best prospect, I think of all the cornerbacks in the 2026 draft, right? I think the cornerback that had the best overall film and overall year was 2024 Jamal McCoy. That nigga literally strapped everybody and their mother except Jeremiah Smith. Everybody else got fucking locked down. Like everybody else. Go back and look at 2024 Jamal McCoy. Now, I know y'all probably like between what I'm talking about, Jamal McCoy and Jordan Tyson, y'all like, damn, this nigga like the MASH unit. This nigga like scrubs. Like, he likes staying in the ER room. Like, I get it, right? But I just believe in betting on talent. I would love the Mansour Delane acquisition as well. But if we just stacking out individual years out of the prospects, I got Jamal McCoy's 2024 a little bit better than Mansour Delane's 2025, but they neck and neck. Honestly, after the top 6, 7, there's no elite top 5 talent. We're a high-end pick, so I wouldn't be extremely mad with a trade back, depending on how far we back. Man, let's get into what we doing. It's Black Adam. Let's see what we doing. All right, so the top 6 went as Francis Malga, Sonny Styles. Who else went? Arvell Reese went 4. Carnell Tate went 2. Why are they not letting me scroll up, bro? Whatever. We know Jeremiah Love went because he's not available. Or is he? I think on the PFF boy, that nigga ranked like 17th, which is crazy. All right, so Ruben Baines on the board, David Bailey, Caleb Downs, Jordan Tyson, Mansour Delane, Jermar McCoy, Mekhi Lemon, Kenyon Sadiq, Keldrick Falk, Peter Woods. So before you go on best player available, while I love Jordan Tyson, I think I'm between Caleb Downs and Mansour Delane. And I think the best fit for this team right now, while I love Caleb Downs as a player, I think he's an amazing player. I think Mansour Delane might fit because we're talent deprived in the cornerback room. Take Tyson, his floor higher than some of their ceilings. Long term, that hammy ain't gonna be there. CT, you preaching to the choir, CT. You preaching to the choir, CT. Because guess what? You need the star power at some point. So why not get a guy on a rookie contract that can provide star power production, star-studded production, superstar production, and still be on that rookie contract when you first pay your $5 those first couple of years? You preaching to the choir over here, CT. Black Adam, yes, sir. Bailey or Downs? Bailey over Delane? Bailey over Delane? I'm torn between best CB and best DE. Bailey. Downs. Delane. Big Rock, what's up, gang? How you? I appreciate you spending your Monday evening, your Monday night with us over here at Bleeding B&G. Yes, sir. He's preaching to the choir. I Googled if Downs or Delane there, and it said, yeah, I think my man hit up Gemini. I would if that's the scenario, and Mansour Delane, Caleb Downs, and David Bailey are on the board, all 3 amazing players. I think that the Commanders would go Mansour Delane. Delane and Amos on the boundaries would make a huge difference. Downs, the back end needs help. Delane on the back end. Delane not on the back end, y'all? We're going to go Mansour Delane for the sake of the thumbnail as well. If y'all ain't know, that's Jermar McCoy and Mansour Delane on the thumbnail. And we pick again at 71. You got to go fast because when you do the best player available joint, we got so little picks. That should be boring as fuck. All right, back on the board at 71. So Lee Hunter is taking a tumble. Ted Hurst is available. Josiah Trotter. Oh, Ted Hurst is is speaking to me right now. We do need a center, though. What centers are available? Parker Brailsford. I like Connor Lew better than Parker Brailsford. My guy Keelan Rutledge is off the board. Keelan Rutledge is my favorite offensive lineman in the draft. I don't give a fuck about the round. I don't give a fuck about the day he's going to get drafted. I don't give a fuck about the position. Y'all go look up some Keelan Rutledge film. That's my guy for the 2026 college draft season. Like Keelan Rutledge, offensive guard from Georgia Tech. Amazing feet, amazing run blocker, basketball background. I want the Commanders to draft him and convert him to center. I think he could be an all-pro center in the NFL. But I'm over here talking him up, and he's not even available. He said Tyson over the lane. Man, go ahead and give us that Zay. Hey, chill. Dylan can play FS. He has before. Dylan Thaman. He preaching to the birds. To Hurst. I see Hurst. I like Caldwell's movement. We can get Caldwell late, though. Keelan Rudd. Hurst like that. Call it in. Tell with a center unless you want. Yeah. So we going Hurst? What other wide receivers available? We got Hurst. We got Lane. We got Bryce Lance. We got Zachariah Branch. Elijah Surratt. Hurst is ranked 67th, so that would be good value according to the big board. R. Mason Thomas is on the board. Yeah, let's go Ted Hurst. Ted Hurst, you are a Washington Commander. This is similar to Matt Miller's draft that he dropped. Matt Miller dropped a 7th-round mock draft earlier today. Our first 2 picks, he took Mansour Delane at pick 7 and who we take? Malachi Fields at pick 71, wide receiver from Notre Dame. All right, back on the board at 147. So we've gone cornerback and wide receiver, addressing the boundaries on both sides of the ball. Who did you pick at 7? Delane. Wait on wide receiver. We don't. I feel you, Posted King, because there is some wide receivers I like in the middle of the draft, but I don't know if I like them enough to definitely count on them as day one contributors. Now, will they be late season like rookie risers, post-bye week rookie risers? I have full faith in some of them. But I need somebody that's going to contribute day one. We need somebody on the Washington Commanders. I don't know how Chad Tracer, I go Branch and pair him with Jeff Caldwell later. Branch at 71 is a little rich. I get the concerns about Ted Hurst, though. Because I was a little hesitant on Ted Hurst just because a group of 5 wide receivers. I'm sorry, Antonio Gandy Goldman has spurred me a group of 5 wide receivers, non-power 5 wide receivers. Because if you looked at Antonio Gandy Goldman's film, yeah, he was a little stiff, but that nigga was mossing everybody. And I just thought that we was going to make it work some way. And no, I'm not saying that Ted Hurst is that kind of guy. But that position, small school, I do raise a little caution. I do. But he's won me over getting more and more into his film. This guy, he wins all 3 levels of the field. Granted, it is against group of 5 competition. But I like the movement skills for a bigger wide receiver. Taylor Green, dumb as shit at 147. Oh, that's what Matt Miller had us taking, right? That's lit. Delane and Hurst. Let this be the center. What up, Dubs family? What you think about Nick Singleton? Nick Singleton got the same vision as Ray Charles and Brian Robinson. I think he's a good athlete, but you can't be an athlete running into your offensive lineman's ass. Like, you athletic going nowhere. I wouldn't love it. What is a group of 5? A group of 5 is when you go to a school that's not in the Power 5 conferences. So it's a school that's not in the SEC, the Big 12, the Big 10. Who else is it? The ACC. And I'm missing one more. Damn, I'm burnt out. It used to be the Pac-12. Shit, is it just the Power 4 now? But the group of 5s is like schools like that are in the American Conference, the American East Conference, the MAC schools like that. Wherever Liberty play, like Independence and shit like that, yeah, those are group of fives. Ted Hurst has a big drop problem too. We already seen that problem with Jalen Lane. Delane is definitely the pick. Hey, we might even trade back. Delane a local kid too. I know some of y'all love that, and I know some of y'all despise that. But he from like Rockville. Hey, we might even trade back a few spots and then draft Delane if Delane isn't available. And hey, Chris Miller, I don't know if you just tapped into the stream. I just talked about Jamal McCoy. That's why both of them are on the thumbnail. We got Jamal McCoy and Mansour Delane on the thumbnail. Group of five. Yeah. Talk to him, George. Put him on game. Would you go Mike Washington at 71? Depends on who's available. I think some people are marking Mike Washington at 71, like protecting their heart because we didn't get Jeremiah Love at 7. I don't think Mike Washington is a guy that like you should be like desperate to take at 71. Now, if like there's no wide receivers out there, no edges, and it was just a run of wide receivers and edges right before 71, then I could be talked into Mike Washington, but it ain't somebody I'm fiending for. Nick is too strong for vision. He don't care. It's because he's squad like. But you know what I'm talking about, Big Rock. That nigga be running straight into his lineman backs. It's almost like he be trying to show off them Plywood clean numbers. I ain't mad at it. Group of five, yeah. Sun Belt Conference, yeah. Which I think Georgia State is in. Nick, wait, he does. If he hits the vision, if he ever gets the vision, we might need to get him Carlos Rogers LASIK surgery. What was the first two picks? The first two picks was Mansour Delane and Ted Hurst. Back on the board at 147. Charlie Demmons, Dalen Bentley, Malachi Fields is still on the board. Seth McGowan. We still haven't gone center. I don't like any of these centers. Oh my God. No, we might be rocking out with Nick Allegretti struck looking ass, y'all. I ain't about to lie to you. Not at 147. Not at maybe at 187. These niggas, nah, I'm good. Yeah, we just gonna have to rock out with Nick Allegretti, old quarter collecting ass. I do like Zane Durant's fit in this defense, bro. I do like Zane. If we talking Penn State prospects, I do like Zane Durant's fit in his defense. Let's see who else is available. Taylor Green, Tyron Montgomery. I like Jay Sean Barham's fit in his defense. Tim Keenan. Dalen Everett. We already drafted corner. Is Harold Perkins already off the board? Yep. Kendall Daniels. I like his fit as well. Especially if you miss out on the Harold Perkins. So I'm thinking Zane Durant, Jay Sean Barham, or Kendall Daniels. Who we thinking? Oh, Jake Slaughter. Okay, we can go Jake Slaughter. I didn't see Jake Slaughter. Jake Slaughter wasn't on that offensive center list. I'm sorry. We could go Jake Slaughter. I like Jake Slaughter. We could go Jake Slaughter. He'll come in and he might give Nick Allegretti some go. We could go Jake Slaughter. I didn't see Jake Slaughter. My fault, y'all. My fault. We go Jake Slaughter. What Taylor Green gonna do? What he gonna run? A QB sneak? How many snaps is Taylor Green gonna have? Matt Miller did do that shit though. He did mock Taylor Green to us at 147 this morning. Malachi Fields still did. Yeah, that might have been too good a value to pass up at that point. I probably should have took him. But we needed a center. Skylar Bill gone. He was gone. Allegretti is going to start for us at center. Go watch the center play. It was good. I definitely think he's more aggressive at center than guard Taylor Green. Hey, Big Rock. Hey, what's up with you and Taylor Green, bro? What you want him to do? Run the Wildcat all game? We gonna run 2 quarterbacks like flag football? I ain't say we need Zane Durant. I like his fit though. In a one gap scheme, shooting gaps, I like his fit. DB and wide receiver was the second. Bro, don't play with my man Jake, bro. All right, we back on the board at 187. Who's still on the board? Max Llewellyn, Dalen Everett. Hey, y'all gonna ask Big Rock what the fuck Taylor Green gonna play if we draft him? And if he say Jaden Daniels ain't about to play more than 17 games, Big Rock, you gonna have to see me, cuz. Hey, Dalen Everett on the board might be too good a value to pass up at 187. We do need some a safety. Excuse me. Jacoby Thomas is available, and I think I might be. I don't understand how Jadon Kennedy is always available in the 7th round. That nigga's going to like the 3rd round in real life. It's getting unchy, guys. I think Dalen Everett might be the play here, guys. We need bodies in that cornerback room. But edges are available. Max Llewellyn's available. Nadami Tugger, I'm not familiar with his game. Group of 5 guy, Western Michigan. Oh, that RAS score a little nasty. AP might throw up when he see that RAS score. I like Max Llewellyn, though. Are we going Max Llewellyn or are we going Dalen Everett here? Oh, yeah, he want us to run all Wild Hog offense. We doubling down on quarters with Everett. 6 corners. How many good corners we got, though, Sean? Now, guess what? Rock, I feel you on that, Rock. If we didn't re-sign Marcus Mariota, and I wasn't the biggest advocate for that move, I would agree. I would agree. If we didn't re-sign Marcus Mariota, but I ain't spending pick 147 on the emergency quarterback. All right, so I'm seeing people feeling Everett. So we're gonna go Delane and Everett. Hey, AP putting some fire in that cornerback room. Mikey Sainristil is officially on notice, fucking with Black Adam, and you know I have no problem with that. You know I have no problem with that. Back on the board at 209, rounding out the draft. I think this is where you go. Edge if one is available. Vincent Anthony is good value at 209. Yeah, let's go Vincent Anthony. Similar body type to Chase on too. And a little lighter than Owe, but similar body type to Chase on. 223. That Vincent Anthony pick might be my favorite pick of the draft. Devin Boykin still available. I don't like these running backs. What linebackers are still over? Owen Heineke. No, I'm good off all the Heinekes for the rest of my life. Let me stop. You know, they say I hate the players. Let me stop. Stop, Jalen. You can't joke. You know you hate the players, bro. You can't joke. Why would you ever say that about Jeremy Reeves? I don't know, man. Xavier Harris. Nah, I like Xavier Harris, but I don't know how you gonna. We can do Xavier Harris, 6'8", 340-pound defensive tackle, nose tackle. Ever bringing Wes Weeks, a dog from LSU. I think you talking about his brother. I think his brother that's still at LSU is the dog. I might be tripping now. I don't think I am now. You don't have to rush 85 into the game, no biggie. Brandon Brown, you want double? We already got 2 corners. You want 2 wide receivers too? What wide receivers available? Let's see. I ain't mad at the thought. Firepower, horsepower, or this polo one. I got horsepower. Brandon Brown like a return guy, ain't he? I don't know if I want another Jalen Lane. Oh, not right now. Not right now. I think I might go Devon Boykin. Here. 5'10", 195-pound safety. I haven't gotten a safety yet. I think we could use some safety help. Yeah, let's go Devon Boykin. Yeah, Witt is OC. Witt is OC. Witt going to be a top 10 pick. I told y'all that 2027 draft is like the fucking 2003 NBA draft. All right, so that'll do it for our best player available rendition of Mock Draft Monday 9.0, version of Mock Draft Monday version 9.0. We went Mansell Delane at 7, Ted Hurst at 71, Jake Slaughter at 147, Dalen Everett at 187, Vincent Anthony Jr. at 209, and Devon Boykin at 223. So I'm going to go ahead, take a picture of this so I can post it up on the social medias. We're going to replace it. And before we go ahead and do the trade back version of our draft, y'all go ahead and let me know how we feeling about this draft. Handshakes in the chat, claps in the chat. How we feeling about this draft? Thumbs up in the chat. How we feeling about this draft? Give me grades in the chat. I need all A's. Mariota stops the excitement. I don't disagree with you, Big Rock. Forgot we had Ted Hurst, Barrio Challenge, Luke for that spot. Oh, A+? Oh, my God. A+ from Tracy? No way. No way. I got to go play the lottery. Tracy out here giving A+. The Russian judge. Damn, Legion. The fuck? What would you want me to do? All right, George, I'll take a B. Booking more of a free safety. Booking who? Boykin? Yeah. Yeah. You'd rather want him in the post than playing closer to the line of scrimmage. Need more offense, but draft solid. A+. Thank you, Cool Beans. A-. I'll take an A-. Yeah, Legion tripping. Legion just wanted to fuck up my feelings for today. That's all he wanted to do. But before we go into the trade back version, y'all go ahead and smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, hype this video, hit the link to become a member of the channel. Join us on the Bleeding BNG Mafia, in the Bleeding BNG Mafia. You see the ticker at the bottom. If you feel so kindly and you have the means, go ahead and send a super chat through. We'll give you the rightful attention that you deserve. I'm still looking for my Lance Newmark of the Mock Draft Monday 9.0 stream. Solid A. Yes, sir. I'll take all the A's that I can get. I'll take all the B's I can get. Legion, just keep that shit away from me. But yeah, even if you can't send a super chat, go ahead and flood the chat. Man, so the only Ted Hurst, but I got Diami winning that Z spot. I think Jake Slaughter might start, bro. I think if we draft Jake Slaughter, I think there's a chance that he might start over Nick Allegretti. But I hear you. I appreciate your reasoning. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna switch it up for the trade back. For the trade back version, we actually gonna go to. They have to knock my screen off like that. We're gonna go to NFL Mock Draft Database. We're gonna use their big board. We're gonna switch it up. Like Kanye said, 50 told him to say. All right. As I said, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, flood the comment section, flood the chat, super chats, regular chats, everything, everything's appreciated. Bro, who the fuck is 2010 Zendaya, bro? Who is that, bro? Who the fuck is that, bro? Who are you talking about, Big Rock? This is like your 17th time saying it. All right. NFL Mock Draft Database for the trade back version of the draft, man. Let's get into it. What is the simulator? Mock Draft Simulator. Washington, 2026, 7. Selecting your big board, expert board. Select the speed fast. What type of trading you want? Standard. Bet. So, all right, we looking good? All right, let's get into it. Ooh. See, this is why I didn't. This is why I didn't. My draft database be sending the most ass offers. Would y'all take this? Y'all let me know. Would y'all take this? I think this is the best offer. Let's go through all the offers. Matter of fact, we're going to take whatever offer is at hand. The Jaguars are offering pick 56, 88, 100, 124, and hella picks next year for pick 7. So we move from 7 all the way to 56. The Cowboys are offering pick 12, pick 92, pick 112, and pick 152 for pick 7. And 2 fifth-round picks in 2027. I personally think that's the best offer. The Chargers are offering pick 55. Why the fuck would they offer me this bullshit? I don't know. I think they thought that their 2027 first rounder was going to move me. It didn't. And the Bears are offering pick 25 and 57 and a 2027 second rounder and a 2027 fifth rounder. Are we taking the Cowboys offer? I appreciate you, Legion. I appreciate you. Man, yeah, trade, yeah. Let's go back to PFSN. Let's go to PFSN. That's the reason why I went back to PFSN in the first place. They had the most realistic trade offers. Let's go back to PFSN. Because that shit I just saw, oh my stars. None of these mock draft websites are perfect. I like mock draft databases, Big Board the best. But them trade offers kiss my fucking ass. I'm sorry. PFSN. So remember, this is the trade back version of Mock Draft Monday 9.0. We just finished our best player available version. If you are just tapping into the stream, go ahead and smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. No, I can't take the Cowboys off. GP. Who is there for Dallas to come get? Man, it's too late now. We back on PFSN. Let's get into it. All right, the Eagles are offering pick 23, 54, 68, and a 2027 second rounder. The Saints are offering pick 8 and a 2027 second rounder. I'm doing that. And then guess what? If we get an offer for pick 8, I'll take that too. Are we taking the New Orleans deal? Remember, we got to trade back. This wouldn't be the trade back version of the draft if we ain't trade back. Are we taking New Orleans' deal? Pick 8 and a 2027 second rounder, or are we taking Philly's deal? Pick 23, 54, 68, and a 2027 second rounder. Which one we doing? Yes, to the Saints deal. We going with the Saints deal? Yeah, at Philly. All right, bet. Say that. It is at Philly. Y'all ain't forget. They try to beat me up after I trolled them in 2024. Mendoza went 1. Bain went 2. Styles went 3. Jordan Tyson went 4. PFSN. We here, my boy. We here, my boy. Alvin Reese went 5. CC Malga went 6. We're about to take the Saints trade offer and move back 1 spot while still acquiring a 2027 second round pick. And the Saints select David Bailey. And we have another offer. Carolina's offering pick 19, pick 51, and pick 83 for pick 8. The Jets are offering 16 and 33 for pick 8. And Cleveland is offering pick 24 and 39 for in a 2027 second round pick. I'm thinking about taking this Jet offer. How we feeling? How we feeling about this Jet offer? I think the Jet offer is the best one on the table. I do like Carolina's offer, pick 19, 51, and 83. But I think the Jets is the best and the most realistic offer. What you think? What y'all think? Saints. Yeah, we don't. Man, AP be dealing with the ops, though. That's how they got Cooper DeJean. Black Adam don't deal with the ops. AP do, though. I promise you they're not going to get David Bailey. Shit, they might. If you fall, they might. Cameron Jordan gone. David Bailey and Chase Young. Sheesh. Way the board is falling. Just offer looks enticing. But Love down on the board. Yes to the Jets. Jets. All right, so George brought up an interesting paragonal, or whatever you want to call it. He put us in a peculiar situation. George has brought up potentially passing on all of these. We did technically already trade, right? We have already traded down from 7 to 8. But he mentioned that Caleb Love and Jeremiah Love. I was about to say Caleb Love and Jeremiah Downs. I need some sleep. That's why the glasses on. That's why the fucking glasses on right there. But Caleb Downs and Jeremiah Love are still on the board. Are we rejecting all of these trade offers in order to take one of the two best players in the draft? So are we entertaining these offers, or are we going to take one of these guys? Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Like I said, y'all in the caucus. This is a stream made by me, ran by you, but it's the reason why we a caucus. I'm still looking for my Lance Newmark today. What we doing? I already traded back, Legion. How much more you want me to trade back? Yeah, I did only get a next round pick. You're right, Legion. You're right. I'm trying to get the people what they want. You're right. I didn't accumulate an additional pick. You're 100% right, Legion. Let's do that. So we're going to take the Jets pick. Jets offer of 16 to 33. And shit, if Caleb Downs and Jeremiah Love fall, just wasn't meant to be. And then they go, oh, Jeremiah Love is still on the board at 16. What the fuck? Detroit is offering pick 17 and a 2027 second for pick 16, and this year's 147 now. Because we not drafting next year. We drafting right now. Philly's offering pick 23 and pick 54 for pick 16 and 147. I like Vega at 19. Am I really going to take Jeremiah Love here? That shit is unrealistic as hell. That's what I'm saying, Troy. Do I really want to take him here, or should I be realistic? I know it's not happening. So are we taking Love here, or we being realistic? What we doing? Nigga, if we trade back to 16 and still get Jeremiah Love, I'm streaking on stream. Y'all might not want to watch that. But fuck it. On stream. IRL. On my actual speed shit. Nut shit. Straight nut shit, bruh. Take him. It's Destiny Loso. You ain't get an early second. This is realistically a bust, son. Love at 16. Take that. Who passed on him? All right, bet. I guess we going Jeremiah Love. Love me. Getting Jeremiah Love at 16 is fucking crazy. And guess what? We back with the board at 33 at the top of the second round. Nah, I'm good off that one. I'm good off that one too. What the hell? Back on the board, Caden McDonald, Kristen Miller, Colton Hood, excuse me. Oh, Emmanuel McNeil Warren, Chris Bell, Chris Johnson. That might be. We going EMW or Chris Johnson? We going EMW or Chris Johnson? Because guess what? Now that I've accumulated, I only got one additional pick. Or I could go receiver at 71. I don't need to get a receiver at 33. I think Emmanuel McNeil Warren or Chris Johnson would be the best pick here. I like Pons. I can't do no more short corners, bro. We can't have the Smurfs in that DB room. Luck at the Irish ass DB room. Nah. March about to be over anyway. I'm good off the Leprechauns, bro. Gotta get McNeil Warren. Chris Johnson. I think EMW can play free. Denzel Boston still there. Nah, Boston's off the board. Yeah, Boston's off the board. Damn, Boston went in the first round. I'm thinking EMW. Yeah, let's go EMW. I think EMW could fall out the first round too because he ain't touched like people thought he was going to touch. I like the film though, and I know one of my good friends in high school played cornerback at Toledo. I just know that what they do producing DBs, like Quinyon Mitchell, one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL, coming out of Toledo. So that kind of knocks what I just said about group of 5 players with Quinyon Mitchell, but he an anomaly. Let's go EMW. First 2 picks, Jeremiah Love, Emmanuel McNeil Warren. How we feeling? I don't think I've had a chance to draft EMW in the 9 times that we've done this stream. Warner Brazil. Yeah, I could have hit the counter off on that. You right. All right, back on the board at 71. Sam Heck on the board, Caleb Banks on the board, Oscar Delp on the board. I know y'all want a wide receiver, but guess what? If you draft the Sam Heck and the Jordan Love, that's you got an identity. That's straight downhill smash mouth football at that point. Zachariah Branch, Bryce Lance. I'm not loving any of the wide receivers right here anyway. I think Sam Heck might have to be the pick here. Rutledge not available. You know that's my guy, though. I think Sam Heck could be a Pro Bowl center as well, though. What's up, Futuristic Willie? We've been in here cutting up. We on the trade back draft, the last one of the night. Sam Heck and JD. That's what I'm saying. Heck, Love, and JD to the moon. To the moon. All right, we going Heck. Damn. Who you wanted me to get, Big Rock? Who you wanted me to get? Who you wanted me to get instead of EMW? Chris Bell? That's what I can still get a Deion Burks right here. I can still get a I don't love Tyron Montgomery. I can still get a Cyrus Allen, who I think is the best route runner in the draft. Eric Rivers, who looked like young Terry McLaurin in the film, if you ask me. How is De'Zhaun Stribling still here? De'Zhaun Stribling is going to be drafted in the first fucking 2 rounds in real life. That might actually be my pick. Right. Nah, Rock wanted Pavia. I think because the ACL injury. I like a healthy Lou better than Sam Heck too, but I think the ACL injury was knocked him down the big board. Do I be realistic and like take a De'Zhaun Stribling here? Because he's not Roberts 231. Like he not. 6'2", 200 pounds running a 4.38. Yeah, nah. I want to see where his ADP is. See, that's what I'm saying. Look, Matt Miller got him drafted 93rd. Ian Cummins 150. Like, yeah. Fucking Chad Ruder got him a top 3 pick in the second round. Yeah, we're taking De'Zhaun Stribling. Fuck your big board. De'Zhaun Stribling better than Deion and Cyrus. And I love Cyrus. Because guess what? This is what I'm about to do. This is what I'm about to do if he available. I'm gonna go De'Zhaun Stribling Then I'm going to overly go Jeff Caldwell. Now, guess what? One of them wide receivers better hit, and they bound to hit. 6'2", running a 4.38, and 6'6", running a 4.31. Like, what we talking about? 6'2", running a 4.38, and 6'1", running a 4.31. One of them niggas bound to hit. They gotta hit. And Jeremiah Love. Where you at, Big Rock? Nah. C plus my ass. Nah, I mean, Neil, you missed today. And did I get Shaggy? So Love not a fleece. Love and McNeil Warren not a fleece. Rushing judges out this bitch, man. All right, couple more picks. Back at 209. We haven't gotten a cornerback yet. Oh shit. I'm over there double dipping at wide receiver. I guess TJ Hall got to be the pick. I don't dislike TJ Hall. Did he test? 4.6 is nasty. But I think he can play off. Yeah, I think he can play off coverage, which you're going to need to be able to do in a Durante Jones defense. Andre Fuller. Yeah, we go on Andre Fuller. I believe in Toledo DBs. I just went on a whole spiel on them like 10 minutes ago. Last but not least, who available? I'm thinking Tyreek Sapp. Good edge setter at the edge position. 6'3", 265 pounds. Give you something a little different at the edge position that you don't have. Nigga put up 29 reps at the bench press. Damn, he weighed in at 283 as a pro day. Fuck. He might be a defensive tackle when it's all said and done. I like it, though. Nobody's getting Mike Washington at 19, Big Rock. Can you please ask? I don't know. I don't know who it is. I've already asked him. He didn't care to explain. Yeah, I don't know who the fuck that is. I don't. But I appreciate him flooding the chat because guess what? Y'all had this joint a little dead earlier in the stream. But here we go. The results of the trade back version of Mock Draft Monday 9.0. Hold on. Jeremiah Love, Emmanuel McNeil Warren, Sam Heck, Deshaun Striblin, Jeff Caldwell, Andre Fuller, Tyreek Sapp, and we acquired a 2027 second round pick from the New Orleans Saints. How are we feeling about this draft? Thumbs up in the chat, handshakes in the chat. Thumbs down in the chat, grades in the chat, super chats in the chat. A-. Now this is an A+. Okay. Look at the Russian judge, y'all. Okay, Legion. I'm glad I can impress. This draft is an A+. I mean, Love at 16. Come on, after that happens, Commander Feds will be Adam. We got to build the whole league of statue on Monday if that happens. That ain't just Adam Peters. But I get your sentiments for sure. Live like live. What's up, gang? That's an A+ draft, huh, CD? Huh, CT? I don't know why I see your name. I'll be thinking CD Line. RG Vega in that third deal with Carolina. All right, Big Rock. We're going to do that on Mock Draft Monday 10.0 next Monday. But we're going to head out here today. I think that's it for us today. I appreciate y'all spending y'all Monday evening, y'all Monday night with us over here at Bleeding BNG. Yeah, we're going to do this again next Monday. Only a few more of these left. So guess what? Make sure you beat me to the war room. Make sure you beat me to the stream next Monday. And I'll check in on y'all on the flip side. Peace.